911 Conrad I of Germany Conrad the Younger 30 elected as King of East Francia. In 1444 Battle of Varna, Black Sea, Sultan Murad II defeats the Crusaders. In 1526 Jan I Zapolyai of Transylvania chosen as King of Hungary. In 1544 Flemish painter Jan Matsys banished from Antwerp for religious beliefs. In 1567 Battle at St-Denis, French government army vs Huguenots. In 1584 William Louis of Nassau appointed Statthalter of Friesland. In 1619 René Descartes has a dream that inspires his meditations on first philosophy. In 1630 failed palace revolution in France against Cardinal Richelieu. In 1674 Dutch formally cede New Netherland, New York to the English. In 1687 Pope Innocent Roman XI publishes de-christianized pastor. In 1697 English Parliament accept army reduction. In 1766 the last colonial governor of New Jersey, William Franklin, signs the charter of Queen S College, later renamed Rutgers University. In 1775 Second Continental Congress in Philadelphia forms the Continental Marines, precursor to the United States Marine Corps. 1793 Ft de la Racine in France, Catholic churches, including the Notre Dame Cathedral, are ceremoniously de-christianized and transformed into temples of reason. In 1801 Kentucky outlaws dueling. In 1808 Osage Treaty of Fort Clark, Osage Nation cedes territory in Missouri and Arkansas to the U.S. In 1836 Louis Napoleon banished to America. In 1847 the passenger ship Stephen Whitney is wrecked in thick fog off the southern coast of Ireland, killing 92 of the 110 on board. The disaster results in the construction of the Fastnet Rock lighthouse. First American Chess Congress 1857 First American Chess Congress is won by Paul Morphy. Beats Louis Paulson 6-2 for a tournament record of 14 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. In 1871 Henry Morton Stanley encounters David Livingstone at Ujiji near Lake Tanganyika in Central Africa with the immortal words, "Dr. Livingstone, I presume." In 1883 Toronto Argonauts defeat Ottawa FC 9-7 for first All-Free Championship. 1891 First Women's Christian Temperance Union meeting held in Boston. In 1891 Granville T. Woods patents electric railway. 1892 First CRU Championship game Osgoode Hall defeats Montreal 45-5. In 1894 Fred Lugard signs accord with King Lafithair Absalomu of Neki. In 1898 Wilmington, North Carolina coup d'état, white supremacists violently overthrow local government, killing and threatening black leaders. In 1905 sailors joined the rebellion at Kronstadt Naval Base in Russia. In 1908 First Gideon Bible put in a hotel room. In 1910 the date of Thomas A. Davis opening of the San Diego Army and Navy Academy, though the official founding date is November 23, 1910. Carnegie Corporation 1911 Andrew Carnegie forms Carnegie Corporation for scholarly and charitable works. In 1911 Chinese Imperial Army recaptures Nanking bloodbath. Complete symphony recording 1913 Arthur Nikisch leads the Berlin Philharmonic in one of the earliest recordings of a complete symphony. Ludwig van Beethoven's Fifth. 1917 41 suffragists arrested in front of White House. In 1917 Fora's second viral sonate premieres. Press freedom suspended. 1917 new Bolshevik government under Lenin suspends freedom of press temporary during October Revolution. German Emperor flees. 1918 German Emperor Wilhelm Roman II flees to Netherlands. In 1918 Western Union Cable Office in North Sydney, Nova Scotia, receives a top-secret coded message from Europe stating that on November 11, 1918, all fighting will cease on land, sea, and in the air. 1919 First observance of National Book Week. In 1919 American Legion's First National Convention Minneapolis. In 1923 German ex-Crown Prince flees Netherlands for Germany. In 1924 Duan O'Banion, leader of the North Side Gang, is assassinated in his flower shop by members of Johnny Torio's gang, sparking the bloody gang war of the 1920s in Chicago. In 1926, Kuomintang Requing deallocate seat of Canton to Wuhan Hankyu. First Ambassador of Canada to the US 1926, Vincent Massey becomes first Canadian Minister to USA. Emperor Hirohito's regalia 1928, Emperor Hirohito of Japan's possession of the imperial regalia is publicly confirmed. In 1933, Black Blizzard snowstorm. The storm rages from SD to Atlantic. First NHL penalty 1934. First NHL penalty shot is awarded to Montreal Canadiens forward Armand Mondieu, stopped by Toronto goaltender George Hainsworth in Maple Leafs 2-1 win. Estado Novo 1937, Brazilian President Getúlio Vargas proclaims Estado Novo dictatorship in a radio address to the nation. 1938, 8.3 earthquake shakes east of Shumarjan Islands, Alaska. In 1938, Nobel for Literature awarded to Pearl Buck Good Earth. In 1938, second day of Kristallnacht, pogrom against the Jews in Germany and Austria after assassination of a German diplomat in Paris 1. In 1940, Pittsburgh Steelers and Philadelphia Eagles play one of only 4 penalty-free games in NFL history. Steelers win 7-3 at Forbes Field, Pittsburgh. Walt Disney the Spy 1940, Walt Disney begins serving as an informer for the Los Angeles office of the FBI to report back information on Hollywood subversives. In 1942, Philip Barry's play Without Love premieres in NYC. In 1942, U.S. troops occupy airport of Port Lyautey, Morocco. In 1942, U.S. British troops occupies Oran, Algeria. In 1944, ammunition ship USS Mount Hood A-11 exploded at Seadler Harbour, Manus, Admiralty Islands. In 1944, German riots in Rotterdam skied 52,000 men sent to Germany. In 1944, U.S. 9th Army takes Margareton Cemetery. In 1945, college football S1 Army beats 2 Notre Dame 48-0. In 1945, heavy battle in Surabaya between Indonesian nationalists and returning colonialists after World War II, celebrated as Heroes Day Hari Pahlawan. In 1946, communists win many seats at French parliamentary election. In 1950, after 9 years, Cleveland Indians fire manager Lou Boudreau. In 1950, Clifford Audit's Country Girl premieres in NYC. Faulkner wins Nobel.